We believe that teaching science is important to young children as early as preschool. If you wait till middle school, it's too late. You know, there's a lot of research, both ours that shows that the achievement gains starting in early grades is sustained to 5th grade. Nurtures is a program that's been funded, I think, about 10 years now, twice with the National Science Foundation and now with the Department of Defense. And the program is a combination of teacher professional development and family components, or family outreach. The first phase was funded by the National Science Foundation, and it was almost exclusively Toledo Public School teachers. So these were teachers in K through 3 in Toledo Public. So how do you teach science to young children? You know, it's not lecturing vocabulary, words, and content. It's engaging them in inquiry and thinking and having them explain their thinking. So part of our role is to both help them improve their confidence by working with scientists and engineers and helping them beef up a little bit their science content. And then the second part is this family engagement. These family packs are these zippered canvas bags that have a family newsletter, scientific recording sheets, and directions to engage children at home in interesting activities. And we try to make it fun, not like it's homework. And they have guides and tips for parents, how to ask questions, how to engage your child in inquiry. And we analyze how the children did who had our Nurtures trained teachers as opposed to the teachers who were not in the program. And we found highly significant differences in mathematics and reading. You might wonder, well, why not science? Well, they don't give science tests in the early grades. In the second Nurtures, funded by the National Science Foundation, which was the previous 4 years, we did tackle science testing. And again, we found the Nurtures trained teachers' students outperformed their peers who did not have a Nurtures teacher. So we went back to the Toledo Public data and we tracked the children who had been in the program up to 9-10 years ago and looked at how they performed in science when they got to 5th grade when tests were finally given in science. Thousands of students. I think our database is well over 6,000. Those kids had that last Nurtures teacher in 3rd grade, and they're still outperforming their peers in 5th grade. Outperforming their peers at 5th grade was true for reading and math as well, not just science. So we had been thinking about ways to try to scale up the program and test the program outside of Toledo, and we found this Department of Defense opportunity that was to scale the program to military-connected schools and families. Our new grant, the 3rd phase of Nurtures that's funded by the Department of Defense, is funded for $3 million. The idea in this 3rd phase of funding now is to develop sort of trainers around the country. Then they will replicate that in their communities. And so the replication will first start in the Seattle, Washington area and the Columbus, Georgia area. So the Joint Base Lewis-McChord in the Seattle area and then Fort Benning in the Georgia area. So the military depends a lot on science, engineering, technology kind of careers. So they're seeing too the importance of interacting with young children. But then we've discovered a little bit is that military families have some parameters that a lot of times other people don't face with the constant deployments, moving, kids changing schools. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out with families, because then regardless of where those families move to, hopefully we've given them some background on how to work with their kids.